What makes an outfit look expensive isn't the price. It's the attention to detail. A cheap piece can absolutely look luxurious when there's a careful eye behind it, when you put things together thoughtfully, when you highlight the right details. That's exactly what this video is about. 10 simple tricks that work to elevate what you already own. No ready-made formulas, no extra spending, just more intentional choices. What's basic can become sophisticated. What looks ordinary can stand out. It all depends on how you wear it, and that's what you're about to see. 1. The fit changes everything. The cheapest outfit in the world can look tailor-made if the fit is right. At the same time, an expensive piece can look sloppy if the proportions are off. That's why the first trick is simple, accessible, and powerful. Tailoring. When a piece follows your body naturally, it enhances who you are. And that kind of care has an instant visual impact. You don't always need a seamstress. Sometimes it's just about cuffing your pants, cinching your waist with a firmer belt, or pulling up your sleeves and securing them with a discreet elastic on the inside. Swapping plastic buttons for matte metal, opaque resin, or even wood can completely change how a piece is perceived without spending almost anything. It's all in the eye. It's about noticing what's too loose, too tight, or just doesn't sit right, and fixing whatever you can with what you have. You don't need new clothes. You need clothes that fit you with respect, proportion, and intention. 2. Choose better fabrics within your means. Even in budget-friendly stores, some fabrics work better than others, and learning how to spot them completely changes how an outfit looks without spending more. It's not about having pure linen, premium cotton, or Italian viscose. It's about avoiding what immediately gives away a cheap piece. Fabrics that are too thin, overly shiny, or already wrinkled and shapeless on the hanger. Opt for matte fabrics with a bit more structure, ones that hold the shape of the garment. Crisp cotton, matte polyester, thick jersey knit, viscose that doesn't fade easily. You can find all of these at affordable prices. You just need to look more carefully. Feel the fabric. See if it falls apart in your hands or holds the stitching. Think about how it'll behave after a couple of washes. Will it stay firm or will it stretch, twist, and lose shape? A well-chosen piece is one that looks like it cost more than it did. Because here, luxury isn't in the material, it's in the discernment. 3. Pay attention to the finishes. It's in the finishing that a piece reveals whether it was chosen in a rush or with care. Even in the simplest clothes, you can tell when the finishing was neglected. Crooked seams, loose threads, uneven hems, exposed zippers, wobbly buttons. The good news, all of that can be fixed or avoided at the time of purchase. When trying something on, check. Are the seams secure? Are the buttons firmly attached? Is the hem even? If the fabric is basic, the finish needs to be more precise. A basic t-shirt with a well-constructed collar looks more polished than one made with better fabric but poorly sewn. It's also worth checking for oversized or poorly placed tags. Sometimes just removing a visible tag from the neckline gives the piece a cleaner look. Taking care with finishes is a sign of self-respect. It's about no longer settling for clothes that almost work and starting to choose or fix what truly flatters you. Because the problem isn't that a piece is simple, it's when it looks poorly made. And with a little attention, you can absolutely avoid that. 4. Choose basic pieces with good structure. Not all basics are created equal. 2 white t-shirts can cost about the same and fit in completely different ways. The difference lies in the structure. Structured pieces have a shape of their own. They don't rely on your body to look good. Even when simple, they hold the outfit together. But a piece that's too thin, flimsy, with no defined cut brings the whole look down, even if it's brand new. How do you recognize that? Start with the feel. Check if the fabric has weight, if it holds its shape off the body, if the neckline is firm, if the seam follows the shoulder line. Structured garments tend to hold their shape better and resist distortion after washing. This applies to shirts, tops, pants, and dresses. Go for cuts that create clean lines on the body, that hold their shape even without lining, even without any details. Instead of buying lots of cheap basics that lose shape quickly, buy fewer but better. Within your budget, prioritize pieces with clean cuts, sturdy seams, and solid finishing. Affordable clothes with good structure have presence. They show there was intention behind the choice, and that's what truly matters. 5. Wear accessories that elevate, not distract. Accessories don't have to be expensive to look sophisticated, but they do need to be well chosen. Many simple outfits stand out just because they're paired with the right accessory. The trick is this: wear accessories that elevate, not ones that compete for attention. Avoid excess. Nothing too shiny, noisy, or so delicate it seems like it won't last. This goes especially for earrings, necklaces, belts, and bags. Choose matte finishes, cleaner shapes, and materials that feel solid. Wood, aged metal, textured vegan leather, raw fabric. A medium-sized neutral earring can do more for your outfit than a bold, colorful one that overwhelms the look. Belts are major allies. Even in simple outfits, a good belt with a firm buckle and balanced width already shows care and shapes the body. Bags also say a lot. Structured designs, even plain ones, look far more elegant than slouchy, shapeless ones. The right accessory makes what was basic feel intentional, even if it cost very little. 6. Combine colors wisely. Well-matched colors elevate any outfit, even when the pieces are simple or very affordable. It's not about making bold combinations or wearing the trend color of the season. It's about choosing shades that work well together and bring harmony to the look. The first step is to avoid too much contrast between very cheap pieces. Black and white, for example, can look harsh if the fabrics are too basic. On the other hand, a mix of neutral tones like beige, camel, off-white, olive, or navy conveys sophistication with softness. Another tip is to stay within the same palette. Use different shades of the same color, like sand with nude or gray with charcoal. This adds depth effortlessly and makes the outfit feel more intentional. Avoid wearing too many bold colors in one look if the fabric can't support it. Bright colors in very thin or shiny fabrics tend to cheapen the piece. If you want to use color, choose just one as the focal point and keep the rest more neutral. When used well, color has that power. It makes a piece look thoughtfully chosen, even if it didn't cost much. 7. Choose pieces without prints or with very subtle ones. Prints can be beautiful, but they can also reveal the quality of a piece. When the fabric is cheap and the print is poorly placed, badly printed, or overly bold, the outfit looks visually heavy and loses sophistication. If the goal is to make an affordable piece look more elegant, the advice is clear. Go for solid colors or very discreet prints. This gives a cleaner, more timeless, and versatile feel. Neutral tones and plain fabrics give the impression of care. They make mixing and matching easier, elongate the silhouette, and leave room for accessories to shine. Now, if you like prints, choose them carefully. Opt for small patterns in more muted colors and check the finishing. Off-center prints, ones that cut at the zipper or don't align at the seams, completely devalue the piece, even if it's brand new. Also remember that a monochromatic or tone-on-tone look always conveys more presence, not because it's fancy, but because it's simpler, more direct, with less visual noise. Clothes without prints aren't boring. They're a clean canvas for you to build your style, without noise, without excess, with presence. 8. Pay attention to your shoes. Shoes can elevate or bring down the entire outfit. Even with a well-thought-out look, if the shoes are worn out, dirty, or poorly chosen, the outfit instantly loses impact. And this isn't about brand names. It's about noticing 3 basic things: condition, shape, and harmony with the rest of the outfit. A white sneaker, for example, when clean and with a solid sole, goes with everything and shows care. A well-structured loafer, a short boot, or a sandal with simple straps and matte materials, all of these can be affordable and still look refined. Avoid shoes with too many embellishments, excessive shine, or finishes that peel easily. They tend to age poorly, both visually and physically. And keep an eye on wear and tear. A shoe that looks overused can be refreshed with some polish, a new insole, or a lace replacement. These small details make a big difference. The right shoe gives you a confident step and completes the look. And when it shows that level of care, it doesn't matter how much it costs. It elevates everything around it. 9. Avoid excess. Fewer elements, more impact. When it comes to making a simple outfit look more refined, less is more. And that's not just a cliche, it's a practical observation. Cheap clothing with too many visual details usually loses value. Overly exposed zippers, decorative stitching, prints, lace, and shine all in one outfit, all of that makes the piece look overloaded and like it has too much going on. The trick is to simplify. If the outfit already has a standout element, like a bold color or eye-catching cut, keep the rest cleaner. If everything in the look is competing for attention, nothing truly stands out, and the overall effect feels unintentional. This applies to accessories, prints, fabrics, makeup. Visual excess distracts from what really matters, you. You can build looks with far more presence by using just a few well-chosen pieces. A solid top, well-cut pants, a subtle necklace, clean shoes. That's it. The look breathes, and what comes through is intention, not confusion. When you take away the excess, what remains has more power. 10. Dress with intention, not out of obligation. No trick works if we get dressed on autopilot. When choosing an outfit becomes just another task in your day, your look reflects that. But when you pause, even if just for 2 minutes, and really pay attention to what you're wearing, everything changes. Dressing with intention means choosing what represents you in that moment. It's knowing that even with simple pieces, you can create a look that holds its own, one that expresses who you are with presence and authenticity. It's not about putting together the perfect outfit. It's about the small decisions, wearing the pants that fit well instead of the ones that always need adjusting, matching tones that complement each other, taking worn-out pieces out of your closet, taking care of what you already have. That's style. It has nothing to do with trends, age, or budget. It has everything to do with presence. When you dress with intention, even the cheapest outfit gains value, and those who see you notice. Now tell me, which of these tricks do you already use? Which one made the most sense to you? Leave it in the comments, I'd love to know. And if this content helped you see your clothes in a new light, subscribe to the channel. I'll see you in the next video.